Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned. Hello guys, welcome to Global Happenings today. We have a trending news here for you, and the headline of the news read: Buhari raises alarm over lawmakers' refusal to be screened, demands them to present themselves immediately. But before we go on with details of the news and further analysis, we'd like to encourage you to please subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button and also on the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish videos on YouTube. All right, let's look at the news in detail. The news have it that the chief of staff to the president, Buhari, has raised alarm over the refusal of some lawmakers who just returned from foreign trip to be screened at the nation's airport. Buhari, in a letter to the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, said the issue was reported to his office by the Minister of Health, Osage Ohanere. And the letter, which is dated 21st of March 2020, tagged confidential, and was signed by Buhari himself. And I'd like to read the details of that letter to you. And the letter reads, it's to Buhari himself, or it's from Buhari himself to Honorable Olufemi Gbajabiamila, and it reads: COVID-19 airport screening. Said it's been brought to the Honorable Minister of Health. Recently reported to the office that some members of the House of Representatives are refusing to subject themselves to medical screening at airport. 2, he said, as you are aware, this airport screening are our primary line of defense, and refusal by any citizen to subject to these is a threat to our nation. Accordingly, we are kindly requested to direct all members of the House of Representatives who return to Nigeria from foreign trips to report themselves immediately to the nearest NCDC test center with immediate effect. As always, distinguished President of the Senate, please accept the assurance of my highest regard. All right, those were the words by the content of the letter by Buhari to the Honorable Speaker of the House of Representative. And this has caused a lot of panics for Nigerians, because right now most people are so troubled about what is currently going on in respect to the COVID-19. And don't forget that we've heard a lot of feelers from different areas. Some people say the kind of COVID-19 we're having currently in the country is a passive one, which is inside the body, is very active. Already we've recorded the first date. We've recorded the first date, the one that happened in Ekiti. According to FFK, he said that the person was actually an American. And if you check out everything that has happened thus far, virtually all the cases are traceable to those who went for foreign trip. On their way back, they came with that call it Chinese virus, according to Donald Trump. They came back with COVID-19, and right now Nigerians are really, really panicking, because most of them have already interacted with so many persons, and unfortunately, those people may actually be at the mercy of God, because if God, maybe they were not given the due protection, or maybe they were at a close range during social interaction, they may also be infected, and you can imagine what that will mean to Nigeria. Right now, the number have escalated to about 35 with one date recorded, and it's not good for our country. Don't forget that our system is not as strong as that of United States of America. If United States of America, despite everything that they have done, the lockdown and everything, but they are still exposed. Right now, I think their number has increased. Number of positive victims have increased to about 127, and the state governors of the United States are demanding that Donald Trump should resign his appointment because they believe that he is overly insensitive to what is happening in the country. And if a country like United States of America cannot handle this issue, what will become of Nigeria? Now that this thing is so passive, and even those at this place, and that's the Nigerian Center for Disease Control, cannot even give good info about what should be done, especially if someone is showing symptoms of this dreaded disease. It's so unfortunate. I just watched a video some minutes ago, and it was really amazing, man. These guys do not even know precisely what to tell Nigerians. At one point, one was calling and demanded to inform them that currently there has a cousin who is showing clear symptoms of the virus. And what the response of the call center persons in NCDC, the response they gave was that go to the nearest, he said go to any health center. And I was like, man, what did you say? And when they demanded, they said, no, go to General Hospital. Those people they have been fully informed. They have been well trained in how to detect the virus and all of that. Man, the issue, it's just God that will deliver us at this point. Nigerians are panicking right now. This one says they have always been a menace to our society since the day they got elected. They are your products, so you deal with the monster you created. Another one says, even the CNC kept the airport open till his wife and children returned to Nigeria. So you all are the same. Another one here says, who is this man that is giving orders to people? What is happening to Sibanjo and Buhari? This man have taken over the authority. I think that is within his office. He can at least help out, because right now we do not want to know who is giving the instruction. What we want to see is obedience, because this case right now does not demand so much quarrel. This one says, so the minister is answerable to Abakari, meaning the minister is a learner or under detail. Don't forget that President Muhammadu Buhari, when he appointed the new ministers, had ordered them or instructed them that if they want to get to him, they should pass through the office of Abakari. So, and Abakari, as you know, is chief of staff to the president. So all staffs under the president are to report to him. That is how funny our country has been. This one said, other countries have since shut down all flights, but in Nigeria, this attitude that we are big men will not allow them. Coronavirus don't know big men. Tell them, my brother. Now one say, animals, 2 legs. Okay. All animals are equal, but the legislature are more equal than others. Even Mr. President, no corona status. Former VP Atiku taught us, but they won't learn. Corona date is it not by cremation? And the last one we're going to consider here, saying intact. Okay. I don't understand what the person is writing. And okay, let's look at this one. And says something is wrong somewhere. Please let somebody from the legislative or executive talk before it's too late. These people that just came cannot just behave like this. This one says, where is our president or president? Senate and House of Reps should be shut down till further notice from Nigeria. Enough is enough. All right, that's where we are going to just leave the comments. Though we just want to look at this. The case is becoming far serious than expected. I'm telling you the whole truth. There's a lot of fears right now. A country like Italy has experienced so much death. Thus far, it has escalated far beyond where it started. I just saw a video a write-up right now, news right now, that Wuhan has even started working. They have call off their lockdown, and they have people have started working in the streets. They've gone back to their businesses, because the whole city has been actually fumigated. So, and thus far, for close to about 5 days now, they have not recorded any case of coronavirus again, which means that they have put it under check. Those certain persons who call themselves Chinese whistleblowers are still saying that in the informations that have been passed forth, that they have finally brought the situation under arrest, that it's not true, that all of that is fake information. But be that as it may, we are looking at Africa here, a particular country, a particular continent where things are not regulated as expected. Unfortunately, we are so open to this thing invading us, but we are hoping and trusting that God will help us, because at this point, if I tell you the truth that it's good to trust the government, I'm lying. We saw yesterday what happened. Most people were warned never to congregate together as church. On Friday, the same thing. A lot of persons were warned never to congregate as a church. But hey, it's happening. And the worst is that even in the market, that's a way, there are a lot of fears right now. We are hopeful that God will help us and will not allow this thing to cause much death as we have seen in Italy, because theirs has gone far beyond expectation. Those who have been called upon to surrender themselves, I'm talking about those senators who went on foreign trip, please should subject themselves to screening. It shouldn't even just be normal, airport screening. That's not what we want. Go to NCDC, let them take their blood sample and put them through full screening, so blood screening or whatever screening that will detect whether the coronavirus is in their system, so that at least Nigerians can be protected. But I know the reason why they are really agitating for these guys to go in is because they don't want it to be seen, because most of them may pay the president a visit. Most of them may pay some of those important personalities a visit, and that will be how most of them will contact the dreaded disease. And as you know, in Nigeria, there are so many persons who already have very strong ailments which have already weakened their immune system. So coronavirus coming in may cause more weakness, more debilitation to their health system, and that's why most of them are doing all within their powers to prevent that from occurring. All right, that's where we're going to leave it. Go to our comment section. Let us interact. What's your position on this? Do you think that these so-called lawmakers will subject themselves for screening by the Nigerian Center for